Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Shandell, for those of you that haven't visited before, welcome. All you need is your mat, and if you do have a block or a strap, feel free to grab that now, but that's only if you do have them. Today we're going to work a little bit on the lower body, focusing on the legs. So a little bit more yoga for the runners, just stretching out through the legs. So rather than forcing yourself into a position, really feeling the back of the legs and the lengthening. So when you're ready, we'll get started. Jump into the top of your mat, taking the toes out nice and wide, heels slightly in, and we're going to start in a malasana position. So the heels may be slightly lifted, and that's completely fine. Allow the weight to come into the back of your heels, the arms to press the inner thighs open as the palms kiss together, lifting up through the chest, nice and proud. Notice the crown lifting towards the sky as you come to close down your eyes. Taking a few moments here, connecting to your breath. A few moments of silence. Allowing yourself to be exactly where it is you are today. And allowing any thoughts to come and go. Knowing that yoga is simply a practice, my voice is just a guide. Taking 2 more breaths here. Perhaps a nice deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, letting it all go. One more round, sighing out. And when you're ready, gently flickering the eyes open and allowing the fingertips to press into the earth. And then gently beginning to straighten into the legs and turning the toes forward. A generous bend in the knees as you send the tailbone back. Simply moving from right to left. Moving the knees, the hips, as you feel into the body. And today, really feel into your practice. Perhaps the shoulders begin to work in with the knees. 3 more breaths here. Just take in any sounds that may surround you. And eventually finding stillness as you toe heel the feet in a little closer. And then allow the index and the pointer finger to wrap around the large toe. Allowing the knees to bend generously as the chest presses towards the thighs. And as you exhale, let the head hang heavy. Begin to straighten into the legs. Taking a generous bend once again. Chest presses towards the thighs. Inhale, begin to straighten through the legs. Time remaining here. Relax the head towards the earth. When you're ready, gently release the hands. Allow the fingertips to brush through the front of the body. Core nice and strong. Gently rolling up to your Tadasana. Ears and shoulders meet. Exhale, open the chest, relax the shoulders. Palms begin to face forward. Taking a moment here. As you close down your eyes, asking yourself what it is that brought you to your practice. What initiated you to arrive on your mat today? And you offer yourself gratitude. Perhaps one word as you plant this word within you, allowing it to guide you through your practice. Today I offer myself compassion, kindness. Whatever your word is, allow the forefront of your mind to focus there. When you're ready, flickering the eyes open, bend the knees, inhale, sweep the palms out wide. Palms connect overhead. Exhale as the thumbs float all the way through your heart center, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, palms press into the earth. Right foot steps back, followed by the left, arriving in your high plank. As we begin to warm up the wrist, remaining here, so just rock forwards and back. Warming up the arms, the wrists, the elbows and the shoulders stack. One more breath. Then when you're ready, gently lowering the knees, coming to the tabletop position. And allowing the fingertips to turn inwards. The wrists reaching the top of the mat, rocking forwards and back. Option to remain here, or fingertips coming to the top of the mat. This may be enough for you. This is quite intense, so if you're here today, that's completely fine. Option to begin to lower the chest, elbows bent for 3 rounds, pressing up. And if you get 1 round, that's amazing. Pressing back up, last round. Then eventually the arms straighten and palms return back to pressing into the earth. Sending that right foot away from you, toes tuck under. Allow the palms to creep forward just a tiny bit. As you press the palms in, draw that heel towards the back of your mat, finding that nice stretch through the back of the calf. Pressing the earth away from you. Continue to press a little deeper as you draw the right heel for 1 more breath. Then when you're ready, engaging the right glute, core nice and strong, picking up that right leg. Hips remain nice and even. Chest draws towards the top of your mat. When you're ready, drawing the right knee to the outer edge of the right elbow. Exhale, press away. Right knee draws to the outer edge of the right elbow. Exhale, press away. 1 more round as the right knee draws to the outer edge of the right elbow, silently planting the right foot, sending the left knee back a little, arriving in your low lizard. Hands come inside of the right arch, chest draws forward, keeping a nice straight spine. As you lengthen the crown, the chest, drawing the heart towards the top of your mat. This may be enough for you today, or if you're quite open in the hips, know that you can lower down to your forearms. Closing down your eyes and allowing yourself to be here with your word of compassion. Your lizard opening up into the right hip. 1 more breath. And when you're ready, palms press into the earth, begin to rise. Nice, tucking the left toe under, lifting that left knee, right foot steps back, arriving in that high plank once again, rocking forwards and back. Notice the difference in the wrist from when you first came into your plank. 1 more round. And then eventually finding stillness, lowering the knees, making your way to your tabletop position. As you drop the belly, inhale, take the gaze Exhale, rounding through the back. Navel draws towards the spine. Exhale, drop the belly. Gaze comes up. Round. Inhale as you drop the belly. Lift the chest, open the heart. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, letting it all go. Navel draws towards the spine, really arching through the back. One more round. As you inhale, belly button draws towards the earth. Deep inhale, breath, chest and heart open. Exhale, releasing. Round. And then when you're ready, eventually meeting back in that neutral position, wrist, elbows and shoulders are stacked. Left toes tuck under as you draw the left heel towards the back of your mat. Palms press the earth away from you. Stretching through the back of the left leg, the calf. Keeping that core nice and active. For 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Keeping those hips nice and even, engaging into the glutes. Lifting that left leg. Left knee draws to the outer edge of the left elbow. Exhale, press away. Beautiful. 2 more rounds. Core nice and strong. Last round. Left knee draws to the outer edge of the left elbow. So we step the left foot to the outer edge of our mat. Palms press the inside of arch of the left foot. Perhaps it may feel nice to slide that right knee away a little bit as we come into our lizard. Lifting the heart and lengthening the spine as the crown reaches towards the top of your mat. Know that each side may feel slightly different. Know that your forearms are an option for a deeper. And this isn't a must. Each side may be slightly different. Our hips we hold on to so emotion. And you take a nice deep breath in. Open the mouth, exhale, releasing any emotion held. Closing down the eyes and taking a moment here. Your word of compassion. One more breath. When you're ready, gently flickering the eyes open. Palms press into the earth if they're not already there. Let's turn the left toe out slightly, tuck the right toe under, and we're going to step the right foot to the outer edge of our right palm, arriving back where we started in our malasana. So tucking the right toes, lifting the right knee, and then stepping all the way to our malasana. Arriving here where we started. As you press the left palm into the earth, right arm begins to lift. Gaze follows the right fingertips. Tailbone sits back. Releasing. Right palm presses into the earth. Left palm lifts. Taking the gaze to those left fingertips as they reach for the sky. One more breath. Exhale, gently release. Toe heeling the feet into the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Fingertips brush the front of the body. And core engage, nice strong glutes. Ears and shoulders meet. Exhale, release Tadasana. Nice, strong Tadasana. Proud. One more breath. As you bend the knees, sweep the palms out wide. Palms kiss overhead, reaching through the outer edges of the body. Exhale, thumbs float through your heart center, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, palms press into the earth, stepping the right foot back, followed by the left, and then pressing the tailbone nice and high towards the sky. Making your way to your first downward dog. Feet a little shorter than hip distance today. Keeping that length through the backs of the legs. Relax the shoulders, making any movements necessary for your body. Perhaps a little nod of the head from left to right, yes and no. Then eventually finding stillness in your downward dog. When you're ready, left foot presses into the earth. Inhale, right leg begins to lift, three-legged dog. Drawing that right knee all the way towards the head, the chest. Then silently planting the right foot in between. Beautiful. Framing the front foot, finding length, allowing the heart to draw towards the top of your mat. Fingertips brush the earth. Inhale to rise, high lunge. Engaging the belly. Length from the hips all the way through the obliques. Exhale, release. Frame the front foot, left knee lowers. When you're ready, drawing all the way back as the right toes begin to lift, half Hanumanasana. Option to remain here or slide that right heel forward. Left palm comes inside of the right leg. Right palm reaches towards the sky. If you have your block, and this is quite intense, you can place your block underneath your left hand for a little bit of height and support. Right hand rises towards the sky. Notice this through the calf, the hamstrings, the glutes. Exhale, gently release, rebending into the right knee. Interlace the fingers, palms press into that right thigh, drawing it forward, lifting the chest. Allowing that right knee to draw to the top of your mat. Beautiful, release the palms, frame the front foot, left toes tuck under, left knee lifts, arriving in your high plank. Press back, downward dog. Pedaling out through the feet. And then eventually finding stillness as the right foot presses into the earth, left leg begins to lift. Left knee draws all the way in towards the center of the chest. In towards the head as we silently plant the left foot. Lowering the back knee. Keeping that back knee lifted for a moment. When you're ready, fingertips brush the earth. Inhale, sweeping nice and high. Reaching the fingertips, notice once again all the way from the hips. We want to draw that belly in and notice the shoulders drawing back towards one another as we track the left knee in line with the left ankle, reaching out of the edges of the body. Nice, high lunge. Exhale, release, framing the front foot, right knee begins to lower. When you're ready, drawing those left toes towards your face. Option to remain here in your half Hanumanasa, keeping those hips nice and even, or perhaps sliding that left foot forward. Right palm may come to your block or to your mat as you peel the left fingertips all the way towards the sky. Deep belly breath. One more breath. Exhale, as you gently release, bending into that left knee. Left foot presses into the earth. Interlace the fingers. Press them into the thigh. Drawing the thigh forward. Lifting the chest. Beautiful. Open the chest for 3, 2, and 1. Frame the left foot. Tuck the right toes if they're not already tucked. Lifting the right knee. And this time we're going to step all the way to the top of our mat. Arriving in our Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. As you begin to peel all the way, fingertips brush through the front of the body. Beginning to rise. Peel the arms straight overhead. As you interlace the fingers, taking a pistol grip, reaching the palms besides the ears, lengthening through the body. Inhale to lift a little higher. Then as you exhale, extending all the way over to your left, pressing into that right hip. Inhale. Now exhale, extend a little further over to your left. When you're ready, coming back to center. Nice deep inhale. Exhale all the way over to your right. Inhale. Sink a little deeper on your exhale. Nice, releasing all the way back to center. Gaze comes up. Release the fingers as the palms kiss in prayer. Thumbs brush across the face, through heart center, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Palms press into the earth. Right foot steps back, followed by the left, arriving in your high plank. As we come through our first vinyasa, the option to lower the knees and untuck the toes. Or option to come from your high to low plank. Cobra or upward dog. Lift the chest, open the heart. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Take 2 breaths here as you pedal out through the feet. And then eventually find stillness in your downward dog. Allow your word of compassion to come to the forefront of your mind as you relax your shoulders. Right foot presses into the earth. Inhale, left leg begins to rise, 3-legged dog. As you draw the left knee towards the heart, the head, then silently plant the left foot. Allow the outer edge of the right foot to press into the earth. Inhale as you begin to peel nice and high, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2, sink nice and deep. Inhale as you lift the left toes, press the left heel into the mat, catch a prayer. Exhale, sink even deeper, warrior 2. Inhale, catch a prayer. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Nice. Begin to straighten into that left leg. Hinge the hips forward. Invert the left palm. And then rotate left palm inside of left leg. Trikonasana. Taking a slight micro bend rather than lock that knee in. Notice the right hip stacking upon the left. As you reach the right fingertips towards the sky. Open the heart, the chest. One more breath. Rebend that left knee, warrior 2. Hands come to your heart center, left toes turn in. Skandasana. Right toes begin to lift. Left hand presses into the earth, right hand rises. Notice the chest opening as you pivot the right shoulder towards the sky. The tailbone sits back, the weight comes into the heels. And when you're ready, Gently begin to draw the hands to your heart center. Right foot presses into the mat, coming into your straddle. Beautiful. Rotate those right toes. And left foot turns in a little bit. Notice the front and the back heel are nice and even as you sink nice and deep into your warrior. Sink a little deeper. Beautiful. Notice the core nice and strong. Notice that right knee in line with the right ankle. Strong warrior. Checking your alignment. When you're ready, straighten into that right knee. Right foot, right heel presses into the earth. Catch a breath. In, exhale, sink a little deeper into your warrior. Inhale, catch a breath. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Beautiful. Being mindful that that right knee is not tracking in. When you're ready, straighten into the right leg. Hinge the hips forward. Invert the right palm. Trikonasana. Right fingertips come to the inside of the calf or even the mat or your block as the left hip stacks upon the right. Pivoting the left shoulder as you open the heart. Fingertips reach towards the sky. Continue that steady breath. One more breath. Rebending into the right knee. Warrior two. Hands come to your heart center. Right toes turn into the side of your mat. Skandasana to the right hand side. Right palm presses into the earth. Windmill left fingertips towards the sky. Left toes draw towards your face. Tailbone sits back. Weight comes into the right heel. Pivot the left shoulder open. One more breath. When you're ready, gently press the right palm into the earth. I'm going to come to Skandasana on the opposite side. Keeping the hands at your heart center this time. Seeing if we can get that transition from each side of our Skandasana. Making your way all the way back to the right. Nice. Opening the chest. Let's try one more either side. Last one. Beautiful. This time we're going to pivot both toes to face the edges of our mat, coming into our goddess. Releasing the hands to the inside of the thighs, opening the heart. Drop the right shoulder in. Pressing that right hip open. Switching sides, moving with the flow of your breath. Nice steady movements. Notice those hips opening a little deeper. Allowing the outer edges of your lips to curl up, giving yourself a great big smile. One more either side. Nice, and eventually coming back to your goddess. Hands at your heart center. Right toes turn to the back of your mat. Left toes turn in slightly. Warrior one. Reaching through the outer edges of the body, lifting the core. Releasing the arms as we frame the foot. Turn the left toes in, stepping all the way back into our high plank. When you're ready, right palm presses into the center of your mat as we begin to unravel to our Side plank. Option to stack or stagger the feet. Right wrist, right elbow, right shoulder stack. If this is enough for you, choosing to stagger the feet, or you can stack in stillness. Or for a little challenge, we're going to draw the right knee into our right wrist. Press it back, keeping it lifted. 2 more. Right knee into our wrist. Beautiful. Seeing if you can keep that left hip open. Last one. Nice. When you're ready, return to your high plank. Lowering all the way down. Option. When you're ready, releasing the palms behind you. Inhale as you lift the head, chest and heart. Drawing them all the way back. Engaging the core. Option to begin to lift the feet. Allowing the breath to continue to flow for 3. Remember, no holding your breath. 2. 1. Gently release. Palms press into the earth. Toes tuck. Pressing all the way back to your high plank. And then press back. Downward dog. Pedaling out through the feet. Making any movements necessary for your body. Relax the shoulders. Left foot presses into the earth. Right heel begins to lift. Ripple the body forward. Right knee draws towards the heart center, towards the crown. And then silently planting the right foot. This time we're going to step that left foot in slightly. Keeping it facing forward, and then straighten that right knee. Coming into your pyramid. Option to take a block on either side here. We want to keep the hips nice and even. Option to take the palms behind that right calf as you draw the heart towards the thigh. Inhale, take the gaze just to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, gaze comes towards the top of your mat. Exhale, release here. In your pyramid, option to take the hands to your hips to check if they're nice and even. Notice that nice deep stretch through the back of the leg, the glute, the connection. 1 more breath. When you're ready, gently begin to rise. Hands come to your heart center. A soft bend into the right knee. As we arrive, we're going to press into our warrior 3. So allowing the right knee to track in line with the right ankle. Begin to lift the left heel. Beautiful. Heel and crown press away from one another. Lengthening the heart, the spine. Option to release the hands behind you. One more breath. Keeping that left foot lifted. Palms sweep overhead. Left ankle comes over that right knee. And seeing if you can sit back with the tailbone. Notice that left leg opening. Sit a little deeper. Beautiful. And then keep that left ankle crossed over to the front. I'm going to turn all the way around. Now we're facing the front of our mat again. Arms reaching, palms kiss. Exhale, thumbs float through your heart center, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, walking the hands all the way out into our high plank position. Now, as you find the strength, left palm presses into the center of your mat. Option once again, just to rotate into your side plank as the left wrist, elbow, shoulder stack. This may be enough for you. Option to stack or stagger the feet. If you would like a little challenge, we're going to lift the left knee and then send it back out. Lift that left knee. Beautiful. This is quite difficult. If you've got one more in you, let's go. Nice. Lifting, notice the right hip stacking upon the left. Strong core. And then release, right palm. High plank. Lowering all the way down to the earth. And inhale, lift the chest, untuck the toes. Fingertips draw behind you, flying. Option here to lift the feet, allowing the breath to continue to flow. Nice deep belly breaths. Imagine your belly's getting a little massage from the earth. One more breath. Exhale, release the palms, press into the earth. Toes tuck. Knees just hover off the mat, shoulders relax. Using the strength, pressing the palms all the way straight back into your plank position. And then downward dog, tailbone lifts. Almost there. Right foot presses into the earth. Left leg begins to lift, three-legged dog. Left knee draws to the heart center, towards the forehead. And then silently press the left foot into the earth. Beautiful. Allow the right foot to step in slightly, a little bit shorter than your, perhaps about 3 foot stance. Straightening into that left leg. Hands release as they come to your hips, allowing your back to come to a flat back position, keeping those hips nice and even. Drawing in through the core. Option to take the blocks to either side. Hands can stay at your hips or releasing all the way down. Option to take them to your calf, which I find quite nourishing. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, gently fold a little further. Notice that beautiful deep stretch through the back of the legs as the hips remain even. Close down your eyes and allow your word of compassion to sit with you as you find your pyramid pose. One more breath. Nice. When you're ready, gently release as you come all the way. Soft bending that left knee. Hands come to your heart center. Beautiful. Relax the shoulders. Strong core. Hips face the top of your mat. As you bend into that left knee, allow the right heel begin to lift. Transitioning into your warrior 3. Right foot begins to lift. Getting the wobbles if you're like me. Right heel and crown press away from one another. Option to release the arms behind you. Warrior 3. One more breath. When you're ready, keeping that right foot lifted, arms sweep overhead. Right ankle crosses over the left knee. So we sink the tailbone back. Open the chest. Sink a little deeper. Notice that beautiful stretch on the outside of that right thigh glute. One more breath. Exhale, hands come to your heart center, right foot releases. Taking a moment here as you close down your eyes before we make our way down to our mat. Knowing what it is you've learned from your practice. Breathing all that you learnt in. And exhale, letting anything go. Bend the knees, sweep the palms out wide, nice and high. Exhale, hands float all the way through your heart center, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. This time, we're going to take the palms, tops of the hands resting on the earth as the top of the foot comes to the top, to the palm. Toes pressing into the wrist. Head hangs heavy, gaze comes in between the thighs or maybe closing down your eyes. And a nice gentle rock forwards and back. Relax the shoulders. One more breath. And then when you're ready, just releasing the hands, coming to a nice squatting position. Arms come out in front. Seeing if you can slowly, gently make your way down to the earth. Nice. Releasing the legs out in front. Toes draw towards the face. Notice the sit bones as they press into the earth. Finding length through the sides of the body. And gently come halfway forward. Inhale to lift a little and find length. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Nice. Inhale, lift a little, find length. And exhale as you come out of those hips. You may choose to hold onto the ankles, a block, or use your strap around your feet, depending on where you're at. Allow yourself to be fully here in this moment for 3 deep, beautiful breaths. If you're like me and super tight through the backs of the legs and the hips, not much range, it's really nice to use a strap. Even if you have a dressing gown strap, a belt. One more breath. And when you're ready, nice and slowly begin to rise. As you press the soles of the feet into the earth, make your way all the way down to your back. And then when you're ready, allow the feet to come a little closer, checking that you can brush the heels with the tips of your fingers. Notice as you draw the navel inwards, soles of the feet pressing, shoulders relax, lifting the right shoulder, tucking it under, followed by the left. Engage those inner thighs. As you begin to press the heels, the tailbone lifts, coming into your bridge position. Palms press into the earth. Feet are about hip distance, lifting up those glutes. Notice those inner thighs engaging here. Exhale, gently lower. If we come through one more round, option if bridge is in your full wheel, is in your practice now to take a moment to go into that. Otherwise, pressing all 4 corners of the feet, the heels into the earth, lifting up the toes slightly, and this time interlacing the fingers, pressing the pinky fingers into the earth as we open the chest. If you're in your wheel, taking 3 more breaths. Inner thighs nice and strong. Open the heart. 1 more breath. Lift a little higher. If you're in your bridge or your wheel, now making your way. If you're in your bridge, releasing the palms and gently make your way all the way, 1 vertebra at a time, back down to the earth. And then taking a moment as the right ankle crosses over that left knee. Interlacing the fingers in between the triangle behind the left leg. Right arm presses the inner thigh all the way up. Drawing that left knee in, beautiful stretch through the outer edge of that right leg. One more. Exhale, gently release. And then simply switching sides. Left leg comes over the right knee. The ankle presses in, interlace behind the right leg. Left elbow presses in, drawing the right knee in towards the chest. Perhaps taking some ankle circles with that right ankle. Shoulders relaxed. 3 more breaths. And then gently releasing. Allowing the soles of the feet to come together. And allowing the knees to fall out wide. So you take the thumbs and the pointer finger around like a little triangle around the belly button. The chin gently tucking to find length through the back of the neck. Allowing yourself a few moments here. Honoring yourself and your practice. Notice the rise of the belly with every inhale. Acknowledging the breath. What it so kindly does for our bodies. As you release the feet out in front, palms come all the way overhead. Finding length, imagine as though it's your first stretch in the morning. Interlacing the fingers and inverting the palms, gently swaying the hips from side to side. And then releasing, palms fall by your side, allowing the feet to come that distance. And the tops of the hands rest on the earth, arriving in your Shavasana. To allow your word of compassion to come to the forefront of your mind. And allow yourself as much time as necessary here. I thank you so much for joining me. And Namaste, yogis. Have a beautiful day.